What's up guys, welcome to JDH Fitness. So today I'm going to take you through a weight training session for beginners. I know a lot of people out there, they want to achieve a certain health and fitness goal, but they don't know where to start. So today I'm going to give you all the information you need to get started. So let's talk about exercise. Exercise stresses the body in the form of a breaking down process. It is during the rest periods that the body rebuilds itself, building stronger and bigger structures. It is therefore important that in the beginner phase, the intensity of the workouts are suited to the beginner's capabilities. If the exercise intensity is too intense, the beginner's muscles and body will be sore and unfit and will need to recover even more, which in turn will inhibit their progression and overall results. It is therefore important for beginners to listen to their bodies and avoid overstress that can lead to possible injury. Before we get into the weight training, we must talk about the warm-up. A warm-up is an integral part of any training session. Let's talk about the different types of warm-ups. The first one being a cardiovascular warm-up, normally consisting of cycling, walking or jogging on a treadmill. It generally takes 5 to 10 minutes in the beginner phase of an intensity of 40 to 60% of our maximum heart rate. The purpose of a cardiovascular warm-up is to increase heart rate, blood flow, deep muscle tissue, respiration and perspiration rate, and decrease the thickness of joint fluids. The next type of warm-up consists of joint rotational exercises. The purpose of these are to increase the amount of synovial fluid going to the joint. So in other words, it's basically a lubricant for the joints. So with the joint rotational exercises, we can complete them for about 15 to 20 seconds and complete about 2 to 3 sets of each joint rotational movement. Before moving on to the weight training, I want to talk about the program's goals. So the training frequency or the number of times we want to train a week will be 2 to 3 times a week. The weight training exercises will consist of push versus pull, full body workouts focusing on all the major muscles of the body to build endurance and strength while allowing enough recovery. The exercises can be done using your own body weight or machines. We don't want to be using any free weights because we're not at that level yet and we want to reduce the chances of injury. So the training goal will be muscular endurance. The goal reps will be 12 to 15. The number of sets per exercise will be 2 to 3. But before performing each weight training exercise, we need to do a movement specific warm-up. So all that means is you're going to do exactly the same movement with no weight or very little weight, and you're probably going to perform 15 to 20 reps. And this is to ensure that we are warmed up correctly and we reduce the chances of injury. And then the rest period between each exercise will be no more than 30 seconds. These weight training exercises I'm about to show you, I don't want you to repeat it 3 times a week. Try other exercises that utilize other muscles that haven't been used in this program. Okay, exercise number 1, Smith machine squat. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the bar centered on our upper traps. Try to pinch your shoulder blades together and pull the elbows down and try and have a narrow grip as possible. Have your stance just wider than shoulder width and your toes slightly pointed out. Before lowering, slightly push your hips back just slightly. Breathe in and then begin to lower until your hip crease is at least parallel with your knees. Whilst in the lowering phase, ensure you push your knees forward in the same direction your toes are pointed. Breathe out and begin to return to the starting position, and whilst pushing up, ensure your knees are driven out. Exercise number 2, front lat pull downs. We're going to start with the arms straight and the back in a pre-stretched position. Breathe out as the bars pull down in front of the chest. Breathe in and then return to the starting position by controlling the upward movement until the arms are straight and the back is in a stretched position. Exercise number 3, bench press on a Smith machine. So we're going to begin by lying down on the bench with both feet on the floor for support. Position your body so that when the bar is lowered, it's in line with your nipple line. To get the correct grip, have your arms stretched out in front of you and begin to lower your arms until your hands touch the bar. That's your grip. Try to pinch your shoulder blades together as well as pushing with your heels into the ground to slightly raise your hips. Breathe in and begin to lower the bar slowly with control towards the chest. Breathe out and return to the starting position by extending the arms. Exercise number 4, lateral pulley raises. We're going to begin in an upright position with feet shoulder width apart. With the pulley handle at the side with your thumbs facing forwards and palms inwards, as well as having your arms slightly bent. Breathe out and raise your arm to the side until you reach shoulder height. Feel like you're tilting your thumb downwards like pouring a kettle. Breathe in and return to the starting position by lowering the pulley slowly in a controlled manner and repeat on both sides. Exercise number 5, tricep press downs. So we're going to begin by grasping the bar with the hands on the top of the bar. Breathe out and lower the bar by extending the elbows. Keep the elbows fixed to the side of the body throughout the exercise. Breathe in and return to the starting position by bending the elbows and controlling the upward movement. Exercise number 6, bicep curls with the pulley. Starting in an upright position with the pulley handle in front of the body and arms extended. Breathe out and begin to flex your arms above 90 degrees. Hold it at the top for 1 to 2 seconds and then breathe in and lower the bar slowly in a controlled manner back to the starting position. Exercise number 7, standing calf raises. Begin by standing on the foot plate or step with feet shoulder width apart. Keeping your posture upright and straight, begin to breathe in and lower in the heels with control until your calves are in a fully stretched position. Breathe out and begin to rise up onto your toes and hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. Moving on to our final exercise, ab rope pull downs. We're going to begin with your knees bent and on the floor. Use the rope attachments and grip it with both hands. Have your hands just in front of your head and begin to sit back onto your heels. Breathe in and begin to lower down by rounding your back. Pause at the bottom, breathe out and return to the starting position by extending your back and stretching your abs. Moving on to the final part of our training program. This is known as static stretches. This needs to be done after each weight training session, as during each exercise in the weight training program, the muscles involved are actually shortened, so it's our job to return them back to its original state before the weight training began. Each of these static stretches can be completed for 15 to 20 seconds and 2 to 3 sets. So there you go, guys. I hope the video helped. I hope this assists you in understanding how to start weight training and basically taking your first step to achieving your health and fitness goal.